Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for continuing this journey with me. Now today I'm going to try something different. Maybe a bit of ASMR I guess, but I wanted to talk mental health, and I wanted to know how I can do that while playing something. So I was going to do some free roam games, Red Dead Redemption, Fallout, Skyrim, the lot. Talking about my mental health, anxiety, OCD, depression, the lot. And how I coped and dealt with it, and all the tips and tricks that worked for me. So yeah, it'd be nice to just continue this journey with me. If you can like and subscribe and comment below on how I can improve, that really helps out, because what I might think I might be doing right, others might have different ideas or opinions, and it's just really nice to help out. So, as you can hear, it's a cold night in the Wild West. I'm not too sure why I'm starting this off like a story, but I just wanted to build up the atmosphere. So yes, a cold, desolate, empty I guess, Wild West setting. And as I walk through and hopefully not get attacked by wolves. But yeah, so to start off like talking about mental health and how it's affected me, it's quite difficult, because someone asked me a question the other day. They said to me, if you could describe mental health, what would you say about it? And it's one of those things where it's really hard. It's like, you know when you know how to do something but you can't explain it, it's like that. And I'm not saying it's like a superpower, but I forgot the run button. What's that's crouch. I'm coming. It's X. I'm coming. Hang on. Change over to a dump. There we go. Oh, you're so welcome. No need to thank me. My DualSense wireless controller is low. No need to thank me. Yeah, as I was saying, when people talk about mental health, it's very hard sometimes to explain what it really is. Obviously, it stems off to different categories. It's depression, anxiety, OCD, intrusive thoughts. And each one of those categories have different problems, different issues, like all stemming from it. And so when someone asked me the other day, they said, mental health for you, how did that affect you? And I said, I knew it affected me really badly, of course, but I just didn't know how to explain it. I didn't know what to say, really. And so I said to them that I suffer with OCD, I suffer with anxiety, and I suffer with depression. And they said, yeah, but what about mental health as a whole? And it's funny because I couldn't explain it. I've suffered with it, I've gone through it. But you hear people sometimes talk about how they've had a really bad day, and they may exaggerate and go, oh, I'm suffering with depression, oh, it's such, and all that. And all they've had is a bad day at the office. But the people that are really suffering from depression, they don't really talk about it, because it's like there's a stigma going to it. And it's like, when people ask you, are you okay? You generally say, oh yeah, I am, of course I am. Because you don't want to burden other people with the problem. And so when someone asked about mental health, I just basically said, mental health is like stepping on chewing gum. You take it with you everywhere you go. As much as you try and pull it off the shoe or in your hair, there'll always be these little bits that remain. There'll always be these little like fragments that remain there, unless you really scrub really hard, or even sometimes the solution is to chop off the hair or like get a new pair of shoes. Like literally the only way to get rid of chewing gum is to completely destroy the object it's attached to. And ironically, that's what people do. They take their own life, and because in order for them to stop suffering with mental health, they have to destroy the whole thing. And it's sad because if they got the right help, and obviously the right help is there, which I'm not saying it's just drop of an hat, obviously, of course, but sometimes all it takes is for you to say to someone, are you okay? Are you feeling alright? Do you want to talk? Because what a lot of people don't really understand is that even the most energetic, exciting people around them, even the most cheerful person could be dying inside. And sometimes I look around and I think to myself, who around me needs a hug? Who around me...
Sir, I beg of you. My wife has been abducted and we must...
Oh, for God's sake. Hang on. Get back to my mental health talk in a second. This is going to be a trap, isn't it? Okay, now this guy's wife is really far away. What, has she been abducted by aliens? Uh-oh, there's... Did I save her? Yep. Don't worry. I was only doing a mental health talk.
Take care of yourself.
Yep. Mental health for everyone, I guess. Yep, don't worry about me. I'm just going to go off here at the moment. So yeah, as I'm saving a Wild West as well. Hang on, I'm just going to put this cover on my microphone. I'm not too sure if the volume on the microphone's too loud or not. I'm not too sure if that does it or not. Let's just going to increase that quickly. Yeah, because I'm not too sure if that was too loud, so apologies if it was. So, while John Marston is strolling about on his day, it's just, mental health is so affecting. It's so exhausting. Sometimes when I decide to make these videos, I think to myself, oh fuck, I really can't be bothered. And I'm not saying that in a negative way, in a bad way. I'm saying it in a sense of, because the mental health is so... Just going to wait for that train to pass. I'm only joking. I'll cut that bit. But, yeah, so mental health is so... It can be so crippling sometimes. And it's like... Just because there might not be no signs doesn't mean no one's going through it. And you see... Back in the day when I used to go through really bad mental health, I used to bottle it up and bottle it up. And in the end, I couldn't anymore. And sometimes I cry myself to sleep. Because sometimes I feel like I've got no one to talk to. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Of course, I know psychologically I've got loads of people to talk to. But I don't feel like I want to burden anyone. And B, sometimes when you talk about mental health, you think to yourself, are people going to understand what you're talking about? Are people going to know or realise that what you're talking about is quite bad? Because when I've mentioned mental health to people in the past, they go, oh, I don't know what mental health is. I'm a happy-go-lucky man. Which, you know what, I envy that sort of mindset. It's brilliant. But it's like some people misunderstand what mental health is. Some people might think, oh, it's I've not got mental health problems, which is fine. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. When people say, I've not got mental health problems, I'm a happy person. Obviously, I'm not disputing that. Some people are. But some people don't really realise how badly it is for some people, how crippling it is. And to describe what this game Hideout deserved... Oh, okay, I thought that was important. To describe what mental health really is, mental health and what it done to me. Mental health made me not myself, if that makes sense. I lost my confidence, I lost my ability to talk, and I lost my like suave, if that makes sense. I don't mean that like an egocentric way, but I feel like I'm a confident person naturally. I feel like I can go into a room, talk to loads of people, have a laugh and a joke, and just generally... Oh, for God's sake, this Wild West, I thought it was... Oh, fuck me. What's going on? What was going on there? Did you see that? That was a weird glitch. What in the Scooby-Doo is going in the Wild West tonight? Literally just, I've got to calm down like that. So, as I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted by a glitched woman, as I was saying, yeah, so it stopped me from being who I wanted to be. I remember someone coming up to me and saying, Ryan, are you okay? And I wasn't. Obviously, I was not okay. I was struggling. I was like, oh yeah, I'm fine, yeah, I'm brilliant, yeah, let's go and meet up sometime. And my confidence, I knew I couldn't meet up, but it was just me saying, get the fuck out of here, because I couldn't handle it. When people say, are you okay? When you're going through mental health, you just want to get out of there as quick as possible. It's not nothing bad. It's nothing bad towards the person. It's just, sometimes you go through the most horriblest stuff in life, and you just don't want to be around certain people when that happens. Cool, can you just imagine being in like, living in this sort of era? And it's just like so quiet. Not much going on. Obviously I know I'm not in the towns or the cities. But for what I want to describe as what mental health is and what it means to me, I've seen some strong people cripple at the helms of mental health. I've seen it destroy people and saturate them to the size of a grape. Saturate or squeeze them to the size of a grape. And I mean, I love football. My favourite player, obviously, plays for Arsenal, is Emile Smith Rowe. And he's a really good, talented person. He's good looking. He's smart. He's really good at football. And he mentioned in the past how he suffered from shyness. And you think he almost like sits you back like, whoa, like someone like that. I mean, obviously I look up to him. He's a brilliant person, but it shocks you to say like he's shy. But then it goes to show like even the strong people bleed, even the strong people cry. I mean, they're just like us at the end of the day. And obviously, the strongest people as well get upset just like me. And it's almost comforting to know that other people can go through what you go through, whether they're rich or poor, black or white, Asian, whatever. And it's just, no matter who you are in this world, you can suffer as well. Cool, the ambient sounds and music, so beautiful. Let's get some moving, because I'm just going round in circles. Oh, the horse's stamina was really low. That goes down really quickly. Let's go over to this house. But yeah, so for me, mental health is something that really needs to be addressed. That sounded weird when I said that. Because I almost got killed from mental health. It almost took me... it took me 2 years to recover from my deepest psychosis, from my deepest depression. And nowadays, a lot of, people that you would aspire to be, or like they inspire me, like Players like Dele Alli, Jesse Lingard, Emil Smith-Rowe have all mentioned troubles that they've had, whether that's mental health, whether that's struggles on and off the pitch. And in an ironic sort of way, it's comforting to see, because strong people also go through issues such as I do, and it's like, and it's sometimes it shocks you, and it's like, if I could, I'll go up to them, give them a hug and tell them everything's okay, and because they suffer as well, and I'd like them, if they ever watch this or if they hear this, it's like, it's okay to not be okay, it's okay to speak up, because you are who you are at the end of the day. And mental health can be crippling, as I mentioned. So what is mental health, to wrap it up? Mental health is depression. It stops you from getting out the door. It stops you from seeing loved ones, and it can destroy relationships. Mental health is also OCD. Intrusive thoughts. Makes you want to check things over and over again. Might make you paranoid and look out the window, or you might think people are following you. This gang hideout is deserted at the moment. Cool, that keeps on saying that. You told me already once, I already know. And yeah, so mental health is intrusive thoughts. It might... Oh fucking hell! How fucking...
They stole my wagon. All my supplies were in it.
Tell my what?
Fuck that, honestly. I'm an outlaw in these lands. Yeah, nevertheless, oh, that threw me off then. I mean, there's so much going on here. Yeah, so... Sorry, that just threw me off. Yeah, so intrusive thoughts. It makes you want to think to do things that you might not want to do. Such as, some people have intrusive thoughts to jump in front of traffic. Some people have intrusive thoughts to slap some random person in the face. Just because at the spur of the moment, it just pops into your head to do it. Mental health is very overwhelming, ladies and gentlemen. It can stop people from being who they want to be. See, like for example, going back to the Wild West days, if you had mental health or something along them lines, you might have been burned at the stake, or told you're a witch or whatever, or something along them lines. And people didn't understand it. And funny enough, ironically, as advanced we are as human beings, people still don't understand it today. And there's lots of stigma around it, and lots of men don't want to talk up about it, and lots of people don't want to approach it. So if you are suffering, ladies and gentlemen, please reach out, please comment below, or contact me via Twitter or Instagram, because you are not alone. And over in the next few parts, I'm going to be discussing OCD, depression, anxiety, intrusive thoughts, on all different games and styles, because I really want to get to the bottom of why people suffer the way they do, and how we can, as a community, eradicate it for good. So yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for continuing this part. These episodes I'm trying not to cut as much, because I'm telling a story. I'm going through in as much detail as possible. Is it like... Oh yeah, I tried to think of a fancy word. And but I wanted to try and... I didn't want to cut as well, because I wanted to show people what mental health really means to me. When I do other videos, I cut, obviously, when I do walkthroughs and whatnot, but mental health is very serious. If a loved one, yourself, someone that you know are going through it, support them in any way you can. And any footballer out there, any other celebrity, you are who you are. And honestly, you're fucking amazing, because you inspire me every day. I mean, I support Arsenal, as you can see, and Emil Smith-Rowe inspires me every day. People might think, well, I'm not a footballer, which is true, I'm not. But Smith-Rowe smiles a lot. He does so much good for charity, he does so much good for his community, he does so much good for football, and he inspires me because he continues doing what he does best. And although he does suffer with shyness, he sometimes doesn't let that stop him from continuing what he does best. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part. If you can like and subscribe once again, that really helps out, and comment below what you think I should do next. I love you all and thank you so much. Take care.